I actually delayed selling them purely so I could put them in this tank and have a look at what it would look like. G'day guys, Jason here. Welcome back to my fish room. So in this week's video, we're going to be doing something I'm sure a lot of you guys have been hoping that I would do soon, and that is stocking the brand new 5-foot aquariums with fish. So let's just get straight into this week's video. So guys, these are the leleupi that will be going in the 5-foot aquarium. And I'm debating whether I put the leleupi that are on the left in with the guys that are in on the right because of the size difference. So at the moment I have one set of lids made up, so the fish that I'll be putting in need to be similar size. The thing I'm also thinking of doing is not putting these leleupi in, just putting in the leleupi you see here in with my regani fry. A lot of fish to catch obviously, but in these tanks they're not decorated, there's no aquascaping. As you can see, there's just some PVC pipes, so it's going to be pretty easy to catch these guys and pop them in the 5-foot aquarium. I'll also be popping in some bristlenose catfish to keep the tank clean, help me maintain that tank. So got a lot to do today, so let's get to it. That's all of them. And I've decided the next fish that are going to go in the 5-footer with the leleupi are these guys, my Julidochromis regani fry. Now there is a breeding trio in here, and I'm going to have a very hard time identifying which fish are the breeding trio and which are the fry. I really shouldn't have done what I did with this tank, but all good, I'll work it out. They are the larger fish in here, so I'll just have to concentrate when I'm catching the fry to not catch the breeding trio. tank now, guys. I just pretty much sit in front of it and get mesmerized by it. I can't believe how good it looks. All these leleupi in here, the Julidochromis, regani, they just look great together. I really would love to aquascape it properly, put a nice sand bed of crushed coral in it, nice grey slate, aquascape it really well, and let these guys live in here. But I can't do that. I need to sell them. I actually delayed selling them purely so I could put them in this tank and have a look at what it would look like. I really wanted to see how all the fish would look in this aquarium, and it's just mesmerizing. I raised every single fish you see in here. I spawned them all in this fish room, and it's just very comforting and satisfying to think of that. I didn't go out and buy these fish. I bred them, I spawned them. And that's a very satisfying feeling, especially when you create something like this. And it's not even properly aquascaped. It's just got a bundle of rocks in the tank so the fish have some shelter. And I can't believe how good it looks. I love it. If anything, I wish the tanks were bigger, but isn't that always the way? This is pretty much the largest tank I could fit in the fish room in the space I had left. And at 5 foot length tanks are the longest tanks I've ever had in my life. So it is quite a special experience for me. But after all that planning and waiting, building the stands, waiting for the tanks to be built, doing the plumbing, it's all paid off for this. I'm sure you can agree it looks pretty good. So yeah, just come in here. This is pretty much where I sit in the fish room at the moment, and just sit in front of the tank and watch the fish swim. So in the tank, all I've got is an internal power filter just to help capture all the feces from the fish. The way the plumbing is set up for this temporary fix, this temporary measure isn't ideal, and some of the feces does settle in the tank. So I've installed an 800 litre per hour internal power filter, and that just captures the feces in the sponges, and I change that out once a week when I do my water changes. That saves me having to siphon the tank and vacuum it basically for all that feces. It's just captured in that filter, wash the filter under the tap for a couple of minutes, and it's done. That filter is just purely for mechanical filtration. I don't rely on it whatsoever for biological filtration. This tank is connected to my sump system on the other side of the fish room, if you aren't aware of that already. My long-term subscribers would know that from seeing my past videos. So if you'd like to see how I connected this side of the fish room to a sump system on this side of the fish room, be sure to check out my other videos, and you can watch the video how I've done that here. But these guys have really settled in, and unfortunately I am selling them. So this tank won't look like this for much longer, unfortunately. But I have so many more leleupi coming through that I will be able to put them in here and grow them up in here, and hopefully they'll grow a little bit quicker in a larger tank than in a 2 foot by 1 foot aquarium. These aquariums are 5 foot long by 45 centimeters wide by 40 centimeters high. So a lot of swimming space for the guys. And I'm sad to see them go, but that is one of the main reasons why I run a fish room. It's to sell fish, hopefully make a profit, and enjoy breeding them. It's a great little hobby, very relaxing, and rewards like this speak for themselves. It's so relaxing coming in here and watching them swimming in this tank. Swim around, interact with each other. Like, look at all the look at all the regani around this rock. It's crazy. They just hug the rock. The leleupi aren't bothering them. They don't bother each other. If anything, they keep to themselves, and there's squabbles between the same species. Some of the larger leleupi squabble between themselves, and some of the regani squabble between themselves, but they don't squabble between both species, so that's a good thing. This tank is so densely populated, it suppresses a lot of aggression. But yeah, amazing. Like, I just can't believe how good this tank looks. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm looking forward to putting Calvus in these aquariums very soon. So there you have it, guys, stocking the brand new 5-foot aquarium with fish. I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, comment, and consider subscribing to my channel. I really would appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up now. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.